Today we learn one example on Modi method, that is for finding optimal solution. One transportation problem is given here. Their allocations are also given. If their allocations are not given, then first we find initial basic feasible solution and finding allocations by any one of the previous method, that is BAM method, matrix minima method, or Vogel or northwest corner method. Okay, now go to the next step. First see the steps of Modi method. Okay, first step is construct a transportation table entering the source capacity. Here already our transportation table are exist, our initial basic feasible solution are exist. Then we go to the step 3. If first two steps are not given, then we solve first the transportation table and initial basic feasible solution, then we go to the steps 3. Here in this example we already solve the initial basic feasible solution and already our allocations are here. Next we go to the steps 3. Here first we check the number of allocation. Here number of allocations are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. 6 number of allocation, which is equals to m plus n minus 1. Okay, m means number of rows, n means number of columns, minus 1, which is equals to 6. Then we go to the steps calculation for ui and vj. Okay, we solve this calculation only for occupied cells. Our first C11 cell is occupied, C14 cell is occupied, our 23 cell is occupied, 24 cell is occupied, 32 cell is occupied and 34 cell is occupied. First C11 cost is 19, C14 cost is 10, C23 cost is 40, C24 cost is 60, C32 cost is 8 and C34 cost is 20. Therefore we solve the calculations, that is ui plus vj equals to cij for occupied cells. Okay, solve these calculations. First we write the occupied cell, which cell are occupied. First C11 cell is occupied, right here C11. Then C14 is occupied, C23 cell is occupied, C24 cell is occupied, C32 cell is occupied and C34 cells are occupied. Then we write C11, C14, C23, C24, C32 and C34. First we write, then write our formula ui plus vj equals to cij. First is ui, cij, therefore this number is written here and this number is written here. Therefore u1 plus v1, u1 plus v4, u2 plus v3, u2 plus v4, u3 plus v2, u3 plus v4, and write as that. The value is C11 value is 19, C14 value is 10, C23 value is 40, C24 value is 60, C32 value is 8 and C34 value is 20. That is cost of matrix. Don't write here allocation. Here write only cost of matrix. Okay. Now we solve example. Now this is u1, u2, u3. V1, V2, V3, V4. We find the values here. Here check the number of allocations. Here 2 allocations in first row, 2 allocation in second row and 2 allocation in third row. Then put any one u1, u2 and u3 equal to 0. Suppose here I can get u3 equals to 0. If you want u1 equals, take u1 equals to 0, u2 equals to 0, this is your choice, you write there, it is also correct. Okay, I will take u3 equals to 0. Okay, now solving these calculations. Now here u3 equals to 0, where is u3, here is u3, here is u3, 0 0, therefore I get v3 equals to, v2 equals to 8, v4 equals to 20. In that way v4, put this value in previous equation, 60 minus 20, I get u2 equals to 40. In that way I solve all these values. u1 equals to minus 10, u2 equals to 40, u3 equals to 0, v1 equals to 29, v2 equals to 8 and v4 equals to 20. Solving all these calculations, I will get these values. Okay, and write here these values. Now next calculation for unoccupied cell, that is Dij. For unoccupied cell, use the formula Dij equals to Cij minus ui plus Vj. Cij minus ui plus Vj. That is, first write the unoccupied cell, then we get the easy for the calculation. First write unoccupied cell, which is unoccupied cells, that is C12 cell is unoccupied, 13 cell is unoccupied, 21 cell is unoccupied, 22 cell is unoccupied, 31 cell is unoccupied, 33 cell is unoccupied. Therefore I write here all cells first, then I put the values in calculation. Here D12 equals to, here C12 minus first cell C12 minus U1 plus V2. Okay, what is the value of U1 and what is the value of V2? U1 value is minus 10, V2 value is 8. I put these values in that calculation. C12 value is 30. Therefore, I can write 30 minus 10 plus 8, which is equals to 32, and solve in that way. I solve all calculations of D12 and D13. Okay, see that all calculation and all that values. I get here first value is 32, second value is 60, third value is 1, next value is minus 18, next value is 10 and next value is 70. Now all Dij are not greater than equals to 0, therefore our solution is not optimal. Therefore we take a loop, allocate theta. Now how allocate theta in which cell? See here all values of Dij, 32, 61, minus 18, 11 and 70. Which value is negative? D22 value is negative. Therefore our theta is allocated in 2 cell. 2. First number, second number. 2 cell. If our this value is negative, 31 value is negative, this value is negative, then we allocate theta 1 cell. If this value is negative, then we allocate this theta 3 cell. Here we allocate is theta in D22 cell, that is here. In that cell we allocate our theta. Okay. Now next step we make the loop. How we make the loop? Here our theta allocated. See how loop creates. Suppose we goes here from here. Here is a location. Here is a location. Here is a location and here is a location. Therefore our loop makes 2 cell, 3 cell, 3 cell, 3 4 cell and 2 4 cell. Here is not a location. Suppose here is a location, there our loop is also here in that way. But here is not a location. What is the quality of loop? We make loop that our theta is allocated at home cell. Our theta is allocated at home cell and the other 3 cells have a location. Therefore our theta is allocated there and our loop make that 3 allocations are present. Only 1 home cell allocation is missing. Therefore our loop is in that way. Suppose here is a location, our loop in that way. Suppose here is a location, here is a location, our loop makes in that way. Okay. Therefore how create loop? Only home cell allocations are not given and other 3 allocations are given. Okay, in that way. Therefore our loop makes in that way. Now write the values of their allocation. Here our home cell, it is plus theta. Here allocation is 8. Therefore here 8 minus theta, here allocation is 10. Therefore either it makes 10 plus theta, here allocation is 2. Therefore it makes 2 minus theta. Alternate plus minus sign. Plus theta, 8 minus theta, 10 plus theta, 2 minus theta. Therefore we write the we find the value of theta in that way. Which two quantities are negative? 8 minus theta and 2 minus theta. Therefore we use the formula minimum of 8 minus theta and 2 minus theta. Here theta is already so small quantity. If we subtract this from 8 and subtract this from 2, this quantity is smaller than this quantity. Therefore minimum is 2 minus theta. Therefore minimum is 2 minus theta equal to 0. Therefore theta equals to 2. Okay, therefore our allocations change. Here our allocation is 2, here our allocation 8 minus 2 means 6, here our allocation 10 plus 2 means 12, and here our allocation is 2. Therefore improve our basic feasible solution in that way. We change the values. Here our allocation is 2, here our allocation is 6, here our allocation is allocation is 12, here allocation is 0. 2 minus 2 is equals to 0. Therefore here allocation is 0. Okay, that is not given. 0 is not given. That is means not allocations. 0 means no allocation. Okay, in that way our improved solution is given. Now we again solve all these steps from occupied cell and unoccupied cell. Now our occupied cells changes, unoccupied cells changes. Here our occupied cell is 1 1 cell, 1 4 cell, 2 2 cell, 2 3 cell, 3 2 cell and 3 4 cell. Therefore our allocations are changes. We repeat same procedure for this calculation, that is calculation for Ui and Vj and calculation for Dij. That is for occupied cell we calculate Ui plus Vj equals to Cij, and for unoccupied cell we calculate Dij equals to Cij in bracket Ui plus Vj. Now see which are occupied cells. 1 1 cell is occupied, 1 4 cell is occupied, 2 2 cell is occupied, 2 3 cell is occupied, 3 2 cell is occupied and 3 4 cell is occupied. Therefore we solve this calculation, okay, for occupied cells. And also we take any one u3 ui equal to 0. Here we take u3 equals to 0. Okay, therefore for put all these value we finding the solutions. Okay, suppose u3 equals to 0, u3 equals to 0, we get direct value of v4 equals to 20, v342 equals to 8. Put this value in previous examples. v2 equals to 8, 30 minus 8, u2 we get u2 equals to 22, v4 equals to 20, u1 plus v4 equals to 10, 10 minus 20, we get u1 equals to minus 10. In that way we solve all these value u1, u2, v3, v1, v2, v3, v4. Okay, it is important that for solving these value for calculate Dij, because we put these values in Dij. Okay, for formula for Dij. Now we find the calculation for Dij for unoccupied cells. Which cells are unoccupied? Now unoccupied cells are changes. Here D12 is unoccupied cell, 13 is unoccupied cell, 21 is unoccupied cell, 24 is unoccupied cell, 31 is unoccupied cell and 33 is unoccupied cell. Therefore we solve this calculation for that cells. Here we write D12 equals to C12 minus U1 plus P2. Therefore we find the values. Okay, therefore now check there. Here value is 32, 42, 29, 18, 11 and 52. Therefore all Dij are strictly greater than 0. Therefore our improved solution is optimal and unique. If Dij any one of these value is 0, then our solution is optimal and alternative. But here no value is 0. No any one value is 0. Therefore our solution is optimal and unique. Therefore we find the total transportation cost How we calculate the transportation cost? Cost of matrix into allocation. 5 into 19 plus 2 into 10 plus 2 into 30 plus 7 into 40 plus 6 into 8 plus 12 into 20. In that way we solve the problem and our transportation cost is 743 rupees. This is your final answer and this is your optimal solution for finding transportation cost, and we solve the transportation problem only for the minimizing the cost. Okay, thank you.